name is Markus Gabel. I'm your host here, and with my lovely moderator in my back, Anna, wonderful good morning, and thanks for opening this show and your great support every morning with me. So I know I give you hard times, I guess, sometimes. So I hope you're doing good. Hassan on YouTube, wonderful good morning. Thanks for asking. I'm really good because I have you and I have this show and I can share my knowledge with you every morning and I can show you what I'm doing in the market. And today we have interesting topic about today's rate decision and the effect on Euro US dollar. So by the way, this show is streamed on YouTube as well. So, and if you watch it on YouTube or if you watch it later on YouTube in case you missed the show, then there is a button on your right side. You can push it and you can subscribe this channel of Admirals and you will never miss an episode in case you have to work or you're busy with other things. And maybe you have a great opportunity to get in touch with me directly. If you leave a comment below this video, feel free to ask whatever is your mind, because we can talk about almost everything in trading. And of course, we need your thumb up or maybe thumb down if you want. Then give us your like, give us your thumb, and say a little bit thank you to Admirals that we can make this free of charge for you, so you can learn your own trading style in that, or maybe you can follow my rules if you want. So I prepared a couple of topics for today, beside of the Euro USD, of course. So kind of have a look at trades I found on FX Blue. Very interesting topic today about hedging in trading or in different securities, of course. And yeah, let's see. Okay, come on, switch to my chart. And we just start with that I can see the chat. Alexander, wonderful good morning, by the way. And now I got the participants here. Okay. So I'm really happy that so many of you around the world, so it's kind of talking to the world this morning, and I appreciate it a lot that you spend your precious lifetime with me. So Maninda Singh, wonderful, good morning, great greetings here. And Mihat, wonderful, good morning. I Don Toffee, what oh, by the way, I love Toffee, as you can see in my shape, by the way. So, and Don, wonderful, good morning. So feel free to get in touch with me on YouTube and on Zoom as well. So we expect today, yes, that's the only point what's really interesting for me today. By the way, retail trade Canada will come out this afternoon and CPI on Australia is still finished. Yeah, this is the point today. We expect at 8 German time PM, of course, the US interest rate decision. So what do we expect? To be honest, the forecast, we can look at the countdown of the FOMC, FOMC. Yeah, FOMC, exactly. So around 97% expect that the rate that the Fed will leave the rate at between 0 and 25. And just almost 3% expect an increasing, that they will increase the rate up to between 25 and 50 points. So this could be really interesting. So most of the market participants don't expect any changings, just a bit, and maybe kind of surprising this evening. So, and that the question of the day is based on that fact is that you should consider for your own trading kind of news in trading. As a private trader, think it through before you get an answer. Think it through. Should consider news in trading? So first answer number 1 means yes, I should. Or answer number 2, I'm not sure. I don't know what I have to do. Or answer number 3, no, I don't care about news. So what do you think? What is your private opinion? Do you should consider news in trading? Yes, I should, or I'm not sure, or no, I don't care about the news. Jackie, good morning. And we will see this very soon, I guess, in a poll or on YouTube as well. But think it through and wait for the poll. Don't touch the keyboard right now. Wait for it. And Anna will publish it very soon. Here we go. Anna is so fast. She's so quick. I'm really impressed. So you should consider the news in trading. So push the button right now. Maybe then on YouTube. So let's see a possible effect on Euro USD. And we start with a little bit bigger overview in daily chart. So first of all, what we see is that the point of control, which the normal price or the average price based on daily chart is down at 113.60. So which means we are in a kind of expensive price zone. So next, what I can see is that we have a broken downtrend. This is really interesting. Look, we have movement, we have correction, we had movement, we had correction, no trend break, very interesting. We had move, we had correction, we had move, and here we go. There is the trend break. So what do we have right now? Nothing. There is nothing, you know, no trend, no trade, NT, no trend, no trade. So what kind of effect could the news have on EURUSD? To be honest, I don't know. Because it's a question of expectations. So as we saw, most of the participants expect no changing. Just 3%, round about a bit of 3%, expect kind of changing. So there could be a kind of surprising, but I guess they will announce in the following press conference any news. And then we will see how the market will react on it based on their expectations. So why is this interesting? Guys, again, like I mentioned yesterday, it's up to this. Yeah, it's the pen. Again, maybe you will smile or maybe you are kind of amused about that, but think it through. It's the pen. Because numbers, basically the pure number, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, 90 point, whatever, says nothing. The moment if you put a glass on it and you watch through your own glass of perception, then the number has a meaning. So it's up to you. It's your expectation. And in this case, the market will react. If the numbers or the news will hit the expectations perfectly, there's a different reaction in the market than if the numbers don't hit the expectation. So who is right? The numbers or the expectations? To be honest, I don't know. Nobody can know it. So should you consider news in your trading style? As long as you cannot influence the market with your opinion, I don't care about it. So I'm staying on the sideline. That's all. So is there a right or false answer about the question, do you should consider news in trading? It's up to you. I would say, I don't care about the numbers because I understand the thing with the pen. It's the perception of the market. And as you know, we have millions of traders around the world, and every human being has its own pen, has its own perception. Therefore, who cares what they will publish? Who cares? Tomorrow, it's over. Next week, it's over. Nobody cares about that. Okay, maybe you have a long-term effect on it. But for us as private swing traders in 4-hourly chart, who cares? So my private recommendation is don't care about it. Stick to the rules. That's our only chance what we can do in trading. No more, no less. All the other things is just a kind of your private expectation and your private perception. And it's really, really dangerous in trading. And it's a case of worst case ever. If you trade by your own opinion, or if you trade about your own perception. But you should stay outside, so you must know when a news will come. Yeah, that's Thomas, that's right. Of course, that's we're talking about the morning, that we start every day in the morning show with the overview about the news. So, Joe, what kind of news are interesting for a swing trader in 4-hourly chart, for example? Yeah, rate decision, unemployment rate on every first Friday in the month, I guess. That's all. All the other news are not really that interesting for us, okay? So whatever you put in the poll, it's fine. Think it through and always think about the pen, your perception. And as long as you cannot influence the right side of the chart, don't care about it, okay? That's my private opinion about that. So let's go back to the charts. Of course. Oh, by the way, I want to invite you. Oh, almost forgotten. I want to invite you to our show this afternoon from Paul. He is talking about the shift in power from west to east this afternoon, 3 p.m. German time. Set it on your account, set it on your Outlook, and you don't miss it, because Paul is a lovely person, really. I appreciate it a lot. And I admire him, who is a cool trader with his absolute very, very own style. And yeah, he's a very experienced trader, and you should follow him in this show, of course. So, and now let's go back to the charts. So in 4-hourly chart in EURUSD, we have a kind of similar situation. Nothing to trade for us. Why is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth correction arm. You know rule number 2, maximum 4 trend arm, at the best second or third, because you want to buy cheap and sell expensive, and this is here not the case. So therefore stay on the sideline until we have new trading ideas in Euro USD, of course. Yeah, of course, no, but you're right. On daily, no trend. On 4-hourly, yeah, we have a trend in 4-hourly chart, but it's really, really old, and it's not that sense what we wanted to follow, buying cheap and selling expensive, as you can make money in trading. So news, yes or no, depends on short-time trading or longer, as we do here. Yeah, it's kind of depending. But by the way, as I explained, William, stay on the sideline. Even you trade in 5 minutes. So maybe you trade in 5 minutes. And look how big the movement could be about any kind of expectation, about a kind of any news. So as a private trader, again and again and again, as a private trader, as long as you cannot influence the price and you cannot work with guarantees. What's the sentence? What's our song? Let's sing it together, guys. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. Yeah, if you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. And the sense of probabilities is based on specific conditions. Specific conditions means you have a mathematical calculation beyond of that, which means there is a fact. There is a mathematical calculation. Why should you do different things if you want to follow rules? You see, it makes no sense. Okay. So let's see what we can do in Australian Swiss franc. So in my opinion, actually, let me say this one. Actually, we have really rough times in trading. So market is a little bit going up and down and up and down, and the currencies are following the markets, like Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar as well. So, and of course, it's really hard to trade right now. And I understand if you're really frustrated right now, because we have a couple of losses in the last time. My account is still in loss, but it's 3 months. And as you know, our broker must publish the number every month with the review on the last 3 months. And 71% on Admirals, and with other brokers, a lot of more percent lose money after 3 months. Why is it? It's a short view. It's just a first glance on it. And that's wrong. Trading, let me repeat this again. Trading is not a sprint. Trading is a marathon. And if you are not strong enough to run this marathon, you cannot make money on the long run. You cannot make money at all. So I know after a couple of losses, it's really damn it hard to trust the system. But how long are you married right now? How long? 1 year? 2 years? 3 years? Kicked you out, your partner, after 3 months because he doesn't work or she doesn't work? No. I guess you accept a couple of things because you have your own faults, you have your own mistakes, you are not perfect. And in trading, we have to see, oh, Gino, 52 years marriage. Congratulations. You have my full respect, my full respect. Unfortunately, I didn't find the right person in my life. But that means my life isn't over. It starts. I'm at the beginning because I have you guys. And that's completely enough. So for the moment. So, and in trading, we have the same. You have to trust the system, because if you look from right to left, so you see, there is always a trend. Would you agree? Do you agree with that? That you can see always a trend? So type yes or no in the chat box. Just list a chart. Would you agree when I say there's always a trend? Yes or no? Type in the chat box, yes or no. So if you say no, it's fine. Then you have to fix your view at your view at the chart. Because guys, there is always a trend. Not sometimes. There is always a trend. Maybe not always in that time frame you're looking at it, or maybe at the right side of the chart, at that view what you have on your chart. But basically, if you go a little bit more back, then again, do you see the trend? Yes or no? Not if you, when you know with your nose at the chart. Go back, literally go back. And then say me, do you see a damn trend? Yes or no? So if you don't see the trend, go to the doctor and take some glasses. Well, there's always a trend. There is always a trend. If you don't see it, yeah, it's fine. But at the end, it's always a trend. And at the end, it always goes back to a normal price. So trust it. It needs time. Don't see a trend, forget trading. Yeah, that's cool. I completely agree with you. If you don't see a trend, go bowling or something else, wandering or whatever you do, but stop trading, because there's always a trend. Why is it? Really interesting. Why is it? Why is there always a trend? Everything starts in the book map. Always. Buyers and sellers. Sometimes the price is cheap. We have more buyers. The price is going up. Sometimes we are too expensive. We have more sellers. Price is going up. And as you know, experienced traders buy or used to buy in the accumulation phase, which means they buy cheap and sell expensive. Therefore, there is always a trend based on that behavior of human beings, buying and selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, in different time frames, in different trend sizes, but there is always a trend. Even you don't see it right now, but there is always one. And this is what is so hard for us as private traders, that we are on the right side of the chart, that we cannot influence it. The point is we have to trust the system, because the trends or the results are based on a coincidence. We have 70% of probability, but the row or the exact results are coming up by coincidence. And therefore you have to trust. And it makes no sense to change the system every 3 months, because in every system, it's the same. The results are based on a coincidence. You remember probabilitas, probability, probabilitas, yeah? Accident, yeah, it's a coincidence. So therefore you have to trust the system, and therefore is the point, and let me point it out again, money management is the key factor. That you can trust the system, that you can hold it out if you have a row of losses, or maybe we have 1, 2, 3 months of losses. It's a normal behavior as long as you stick to the rules. But the problem is, if you have a couple of losses in a row, based on the rules and based on the probabilities, and this is, by the way, this is really hard to hold out, but if you add to this bad numbers at the moment, if you add your own worst trading, if you miss the rules, if you trade by your own opinion, if you trade whatever you think, then it's really frustrating. I understand it. You see, the problem is sitting in front of the screens, and it's not based on a system. Yeah, right. But there are probability of yes, always. If you don't see the trend, if you don't see the trend, take the sunglasses off. That's true. Yeah. So, but you see, even you don't see a trend in this time frame. In another time frame, you will see a trend, because there's always a trend. Therefore, we have to stick to the rules. You see, that's probability. It's a kind of protection, but you have to trust it. It's kind of my heart. The rules are my heart. Okay, so don't hurt yourself with stupid trading. Okay, so trust it. Let's see what will happen. Euro, Australian dollar, same. We were close at the stop loss. Price is rising again, and we speculate that the price will go up to the point of control. It needs just time. Isn't there a trend break? Australian Swiss franc? Not in my opinion. It's a kind of a little bit bigger trend. Maybe if you think there could be a trend break, then maybe you are right. Yeah, maybe it could be, but I see this kind of bigger trend size. Okay, I'm not that close at the chart. I give it a little bit more space because we are very expensive in the price, and I expect, or maybe I speculate on a trend, that the trend will go down. Okay, so Euro Canadian dollar, it's still a trend. We are still in a correction zone. Price is make a kind of stabilization at the right stage here. So the purple line means my soft stop. Let it go. If you will have a close below of it, then we can trail the hard stop above. Euro Swiss franc, we are actually at my soft stop position. And if I will have a close, then I trail my hard stop and I cut the loss. I know this is it's really hard at the moment. I understand it, but we have no choice. We have no choice. We must follow the rules. So, and as long as the price or the point of control is lower than my current price, I have to find a situation, or I have to find an opportunity to fulfill my trade, to fulfill my rules to go down. So FTSE still in profit, let it run. And on my watch list for today, Australian New Zealand dollar. Unfortunately, I want to say We had a winner here because we sold half the position and the rest were stopped out at the entry. That's fine, just my trading. And now I was looking for a new entry. But by the way, as you can see here, there was not really a close above 38. That was too less in my view. Especially, we are within the red zone. And if we are within the red zone, we have a kind of balanced price. I'm absolutely with you, and I would agree if we are a little bit unclean, or if we work a little bit unclean and we say, okay, come on, yeah, let's see it as a close above 38%. I agree with that, as long as we are in an extreme position, like in the upper green zone or in the lower green zone, and the price will go back to the point, and we have a lot of space to go up or down. But actually, we are within the red zone, yeah? And that's the point. The price is considered by the market kind of fair. So the chance that the price or the trend will continue is a kind of 50-50. So therefore, if I am within the red zone, deep knowledge, by the way, if I am within the red zone, I work very, or maybe I should say kind of Sheldon of Big Bang Theory, very closely and very carefully. Yeah, it's not, Sheldon would say, no, it's not a close about 38, not a real close. Okay, so within the red zone. That's just my private opinion. How many days of volume do you look at for peer calculation? Lower than 1 day, it's 1,440 candles or periods. In daily, 660. Just I wanted to show you, don't trade. I don't trade it, but I want to show and explain about the point of control here right now. So British pound, Swiss franc. Yeah, I'm fine because you see, do we have a close? Let's calculate this. And here's the same. Look at this one. There was a kind of close about 38%. And here's differently, because you see we are deep in the green zone. So we have a lot of space to go down. So here I agree, if you can consider it as a kind of close above 38%. But actually the price is going up. So maybe we can, I have it on my watch list that the price will turn and then we can go down. Actually not yet. Even you will see a balance candle. Just wait, give it a kind of time. It's a kind of stabilization zone there. You can see the price is kind of working here. So just wait. British pounds, Japanese yen still on my watch list. I'm waiting for a balance candle, or maybe I'm waiting for the price will turning on the upper side. Also British pound, US dollar. So here we go. We failed again at the point of high, and I want to go down to the point of control, which means now I have a trend. And now I want to show you this one. It's really interesting. Why I said, do you see a trend? So look at this one. Movement, correction, movement, correction, movement, correction, movement. Therefore, we were here up in the correction. So this trend, that's the main trend. That's the main trend. This is still valid and it's still facing downwards. So then we have a kind of uptrend. Here we go. Movement, correction, movement, correction, big move. And now we have a downtrend. Still interesting, right? And this current downtrend is facing the same direction like the main trend. And by the way, the point of control is far away, down. I know we have there a situation that we have this kind of stabilization zone there, but we have a lot of space to go down. If we can catch now this situation and we can go down and we reach this zone here again, then we can sell half the position, trail the stop loss into profit, and everything is fine. So therefore, I want to open a trade with you here right now, and I want to open it here at that point, 0.3854, trading sell stop. And by the way, the hard stop is a kind of, give it a little bit space, count your money management, give it there, hard stop. There you can count your money management as last as possible, that you are not influenced by emotions, okay? And we trail the soft stop, the purple line here, okay? And again, first target to sell half the position is here, and final target, it is at the point of control. So we risk this one, and we have a chance to do this one, okay? So this is what I want to show you this morning here. So, but there is no trend in British pound Swiss franc. Yes, there is, in my opinion. Maybe a different view at the chart. If you start here, if you draw it properly, look, there is movement, correction, movement, correction. If you consider this, I can imagine that you consider this, but this is just only one green candle, yeah? But by the way, if you say, that's fine, I'm completely fine with you. If you say, okay, there was a trend break, then let me show you this one. Was there really a trend break? Yeah, is that really a trend break? Not really, not really. Because if the price would be, if the price were strong enough, then the price were going up a little bit more. Yeah. So therefore, and by the way, if you see, okay, maybe you say this is the trend break. Let me show you this one. Movement, correction, movement, correction. No trend continuation there, actually, not that. It's a correction. So therefore, I would say it's fine to do that. By the way, we are deep in the green zone. Yeah, consider this. And there is no obstacle on my way down to the point of control. Therefore, we can work a kind of impure, I would say. Okay. So, yeah, just a quick review about that. You remember what I showed you yesterday? The guy who was trading this one with, you see the price is still going up. Maybe you remember I told you yesterday the price, this trader were shorted the price there and there and there and there, and it's still deep in loss and the price is going up. Yeah. So you see, it makes no sense. And by the way, last one, or maybe I will talk to you tomorrow about the kind of hatching. Yeah. Because kind of this, I found a situation on FX Blue and any FX Blue accounts, because a trader make hatching in crude oil going short and in Brent oil is going long. So tomorrow I want to show you why it makes no sense, or what is the deeper sense of hatching in different, in one and the same security. And this is really interesting topic for tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow we have a new video. I got it from you. Thanks for that. I will show you tomorrow with a very, very interesting question. So it makes sense to follow the show tomorrow again. So I hope I could enjoy you a little bit, and I could entertain you a little bit with this show. And I'm really happy that you follow this. And I hope you give us a like on YouTube, or leave your comment below this video and subscribe it with the button on the YouTube channel. And I hope we'll see each other tomorrow again. I want to say thank you that you joined this session again. Tell it your people if they're interested on trading. We make structured trading here. We are talking in a human way. Oh, by the way, let me finish this one. If I'm talking about FX Blue accounts, and So kind of yesterday, if I'm a little bit loud in my voice, you know, I'm talking the whole day, I'm always a little bit loud. And if you think I am a little bit harsh to you, you can take it personally. Yeah. And if it hurts you a little bit, yes, it should hurt you, because my teacher did the same with me. But I never have a bad intention about that. It's my mission to help you. If I'm a little bit loud, if I'm a little bit harsh to you, it's up to you, because I want that you become successful. I want to make you better. And I want to make you wake you up. Because most of the things you do right now, it's senseless, because I did it in my career as well. And I know what it works and what not, and what is not working. So you can take it personally, but in a positive way, in a really positive way. Because guys, I love you. I love this show and I love this family, and I want to grow it up with you, and we want to increase all of that. So take it personally, but see it as a positive thing, because I want to make you better. And this means we have to talk to each other really frankly. Okay? Always see it in a positive way. So have a nice day, have courage, and be kind. And may the force of the rule